Hello, welcome back. My name is Jay Oza. I'm a writer, speaker, executive coach, and an eternal student. I'm the author of this book, Winning Speech Moments: How to Achieve Your Objective with Anyone, Anytime, Anywhere. Pick it up if you want to become a high stakes speaker, whether it's for a job interview, business meeting, or if you're giving a speech in front of a lot of people. But I want to talk about the job interview. And this follows the video that I made, the previous one. How do you increase your chances of getting a job so that you feel that you have been fairly treated and that you haven't been discriminated against? Now, one thing I must tell you is hiring is both discriminatory and political. So know that ahead of the game. Now, if there's a blatant discrimination, whether it's to do with age, race, sexual preference, or whatever, that could get somebody into trouble, then obviously you can take the company to court. But the question is, do you really want to spend that time? So what I'm going to tell you is, as part of when you're interviewing, you got to really keep this in mind. What what I've noticed with the people that I coach is they fall in love with the job and they're trying to do everything that'll get them the job. But what they don't do is, what is it that will not get them the job? What is it that, you can control, like, I want to go wow the interviewer. You can wow the interviewer and still not get the job. You may have the best credential and still not get the job. You may have the best experience and still not get the job. When you don't get the job, you have been discriminated against. Now, some of it is legal. Maybe you're not a good fit. Maybe you don't resonate with the key decision maker. When decision maker has multiple candidates and only one is selected, the rest of them have been discriminated against. I mean, that's a simple fact. I don't want you to be the one that happens, that goes through that. That's not discriminated against. So during the early phase of the interview, whether it's a phone call or a video, you try to see whether you're resonating, whether you can do the job. And this is too long to go through all the things you have to do, but you know what you have to do to see whether you are a good fit, whether you can do the job, whether you're going to get along. But then you have to ask this fundamental question: what are some of the things that would prevent the employer from hiring you? That's a key question you must ask. Say, look, I have the background, check mark. I have the experience, check mark. I have the personality, I have everything. So what is it that some of the things that would not get you the job? I mean, you want the job, but you're not the decision maker. The decision maker is going to decide. And you want to get that honest feedback if possible, so that at the end of it, you want to know you've been treated fairly. If the decision maker said, look, Jack, I'll be honest with you, we're looking at two candidates. You both have excellent background. At the end, it's going to be a coin toss, to be honest with you. Okay? I mean, I'm going to give you the best chance to get the job. But here's the thing: at the end, it's going to be five of us. But that's not enough. You need to keep digging, digging, digging to increase your chances. Maybe that person is an inside person. So you need to know, is the other person inside? Familiarity. Look, if you're not known, then be upfront and saying, look, here's some of the things that I think that I may not get the job. One is you don't know me. And familiarity is very important in getting a job. If somebody that you're competing against is an inside hire, inside candidate, your chances are not going to be that good. I always come across people that I coach said, hey, how come you didn't get the job? Looked like you were a great candidate. Everything was going well. Said, well, Jay, what happened was they hired somebody from the inside. That has happened to me personally. I had one time interviewed with a company, and it was only two candidates. And this is the question I never asked. And then I got a call back saying, oh, we like you, all that BS stuff you hear when you're getting rejected. But we decided to go with the person who was an internal candidate. I didn't know that. I never asked for it. And that's when I learned that you need to know what is not going to get you the job. So first phase of the interview process is what will get you for the face to face. Once the company's interested in meeting with you face to face, before you go for the face to face interview, you need to identify what are some of the things that'll not get you the job. And they can't be too many, otherwise you shouldn't go for a face to face interview. And if you do that, I think you will increase your chances. But even if you don't get the job, you're not going to be disappointed because you know the company was fair to you. At the end, they do have to make a decision, and you got to move on. But at least as long as the process was fair and you clearly understood it and said, look, I'm willing to do it. I know that you have two excellent candidates and one of them is going to be picked. I'm willing to take that shot. If you get to that point, take the face-to-face interview. Otherwise, I'm just telling you, you're going to be disappointed. And that's not the kind of interview you want to take. A lot of people do it, and in the process, they start losing their confidence. You want to go in strong and come out strong. Forget about, you don't control whether you're going to get the job, but you want to feel like that you had the best shot. You knew what was going to happen, and you still wanted to take the shot. That's what you want. If you go with lack of information, like what will not get you the job, that, here are the three things that will not get you the job. Familiarity. Perhaps it's experience. Perhaps it's, hey, bring it up. If you see a place where it's male dominated and you're a woman, you got to bring it up. Hey, look, I'll be honest with you. I see that there are a lot of male and I'm female, and I feel that's going to hurt my chances. How is that? Bring the elephant out. Expose the elephant. Let them know that here are my concerns. They can have concern about you, but you got to express your concerns. Like, look, I don't know you well. I don't have the experience that listed. And second, I'm a woman, and I don't see that many women here. And that's a concern to me. Let me know. Let them address that head on. Saying, oh, that's not going to happen. No, that's not, we're not even considering that. Because to tell them, I don't want to waste my time to come there, interview with you. At the end, if it's going to come down to is like, we'd rather go with somebody that we're much more comfortable with. So bring this up. This is not a difficult conversation. It's an uncomfortable conversation. An uncomfortable conversation is something you've got to have during the interview process, because after you get the job, that's not when you want to have an uncomfortable conversation. Because when you're having an uncomfortable conversation after you take the job, that means you're on your way out. Okay, so think about it. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, or any ideas, please let me know. And again, if you are getting ready for interview, pick this book up, Winning Speech Moments, How to Achieve Your Objective with Anyone, Anytime, Anywhere. And I know some of you may not be working, and if that's the case, hey, drop me an email. My email is joza@winningspeechmoments.com. I'll send you a free copy because I want you to be successful. Okay? Keep that in mind. Good luck.